Okay, so let's get into it. Let's unpack the master plan of Vecna in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Because we're not just talking about some monster in a rubber suit here, right?
Yeah.
We're looking at Henry Creel, subject 001.
Exactly.
And his strategy has been, like, simmering for decades. We've got all these notes and character breakdowns, and his end game for Season 5 is, it's genuinely terrifying.
It's such a huge shift from the earlier seasons. I mean, you look at the Demogorgon, and that was basically a shark, pure instinct, you know?
Right, just hunting.
Just hunting blood.
Yeah.
Vecna he's different. He's a philosopher with a god complex. He really believes humanity is a mistake.
That we're broken.
Weak and broken, yeah. And his whole mission is to fix it by just wiping the slate clean.
That's what makes him so much creepier.
Yeah.
He's not just hungry, he's, like, disappointed in us.
Mm.
But how do you go from a banished kid to a monster that can shatter dimensions? The scale for Season 5 seems massive.
Well, it's an evolution. Remember,
Sure.
Henry Creel, he started by using his powers to torture his family because he hated their fake normalcy. When 11 banished him to the Upside Down, that dimension corrupted his body, sure, but his mind stayed intact. So what he was doing in Season 4, the murders, that was just phase 1.
Cracking the dam.
Exactly, just cracking the dam.
And now the dam is about to break. What really freaked me out in the notes for the new season is how he's getting the power to finish it. This whole disguise as Mr. What's-It.
Oh, that is the most disturbing part. Mr. What's-It isn't just like a costume. It's a predatory tactic. He's luring in younger kids, preying on their innocence, not just their trauma anymore.
Why? What for?
He's building a hive network. Think of it like a biological battery. He needs this huge amount of collective psychic energy to shatter that final barrier between the worlds.
Ugh, that makes my skin crawl. So he's just hoarding kids to power a total merger.
Basically, he doesn't want to just open a door anymore. He wants to overlay the Upside Down onto our reality permanently.
To terraform Earth.
Into his own version of a beautiful order, which, you know, judging by his taste, means a lot of vines and spiders.
Great. A global spider infestation. And standing in his way is 11. But it feels like this is more than just a power fight.
It's completely ideological. They're perfect narrative foils. They have the exact same origin lab rats, 0001 and 011, but their engines run on opposite fuels.
How so?
Vecna weaponizes isolation. He picks you off when you're alone, when you're drowning in shame. 11 is the total inverse. She's only at her most powerful when she's connected, drawing on love and friendship.
Which is so ironic considering she's the one who created him in the first place. She's the one who banished him into that isolation.
She literally made her own worst enemy. But that connection goes both ways, and that's where the wild cards come in for Season 5.
Okay.
Vecna thinks he's playing chess, but he has pieces on the board that are starting to rebel, specifically Max Mayfield.
Right. Max is in a coma, but her mind is trapped in Vecna's world. I love the idea that she's not just passive in there. She's going full guerrilla warfare.
She's hiding in his memories. Since she's now technically part of his collection, she has access to his mind. The intel says she's helping other victims, like Holly Wheeler, find escape routes.
Wow. So he thinks he's consumed her, but he's actually let a saboteur into his own head.
Exactly. He let a saboteur into the command center.
And speaking of saboteurs, we have to talk about Will Byers. This kid has been a victim since minute 1 of this show.
But that's the twist, isn't it? For 4 seasons, Will's connection to the Upside Down was just his trauma. It was something that happened to him.
Yeah.
Now he's flipping the script. Because he's still linked to that hive mind, he can sense Vecna. But more importantly, there's evidence that he can now command the creatures.
What, you mean he can control the Demogorgons?
He can tap into the network. If Vecna is the server admin, Will has the admin password. He's turning the spy into a soldier. He can use the monsters to protect his friends.
That is such a satisfying payoff.
Yeah.
The trauma becomes the weapon. So, big picture. Vecna is a sort of fallen angel trying to rewrite reality with our own pain, but he's completely overlooking the strength of the people he hurt.
He underestimates the one thing he lacks: connection. He thinks isolation is strength, but that's actually his biggest blind spot.
It really makes you think, if Vecna's power comes from loneliness, and the hero's power comes from sticking together, does that mean in the Stranger Things universe, the real villain isn't a monster at all, but just loneliness itself?
That's a profound way to look at it. The monster is just what happens when you're left alone in the dark.
Something to think about while we wait. After this deep dive, we'll catch you on the next one.